I want to go over the fastest way to actually do these, the fastest way to get these Vex kills for these data seeds. Now you get these by turning in the Vex mined components into Ikora, and they're actually a helpful way to get some of the weapons from the Vex offense arena activity on the moon. But these are some ways to actually help you. These are some of the extra ways to get some of the weapons fast, to get extra weapons fast. And I'm going to show you quickly how to actually get them really fast. First, you actually need to go to Nessus, and you need to go to Artifacts Edge, and you jump off of here, as you always do, or you can use that teleport thing if you're too lazy. You want to make sure you're safe. Then jump off of there, and you actually go down here, because as you can see, you need to kill Vex anywhere in the anywhere in the system to fully program it. So if you go, as I said, you jump off of there, you go into this lost sector here. And as you can see, this lost sector is just full of Vex. You can easily kill them. You can get really fast Vex kills. And at the end of this, you should have, if you're going for one specific weapon, you should have like 40 Vex by the end of this. 40 Vex at max. And all you gotta do, since it's a lost sector, all you gotta do is run back out, and then all you gotta do is run back in, and all the Vex would have instantly respawned. And then you do the exact same thing again, and you should have at least one of them completed, or if you're trying to go for two of them, you should have both of them completed. But you will guarantee have one of your data seeds done by the end of it. And the last part of the data seed is just to do the Vex offense arena activity, but that's just kind of, it's gonna go as fast as it goes. Now the fastest way I saw, well, for these data seeds, I want to tell you actually some good weapons to actually do this really fast. Now, for some that I have, obviously what everybody's gonna use is the Bygones Kinetic Pulse Rifle. Now perks, it doesn't really matter. Well, I got mine with Rangefinder, which is absolutely awesome. Under Pressure, that's absolute crap, but I got one, and it also has the Stability Master, which ain't that bad. Or actually, if we're going for the SMG, you're actually okay with going for the exit strategy, which honestly is not the worst thing to go for. But if you're using some like the Recluse, get it by random chance. And if you're going for the Scout Rifle, obviously you're gonna either use the Mida Multi-Tool, which is the best thing to use for it. If you're going for the SMG though, I recommend a Energy, which obviously you're either going to use the Recluse. If you don't have that, I do actually recommend the Callus Mini Tool. Or if you're using a Kinetic, if you're going for it, use the extra strategy, or use the Pillager from the Drifter. And if you're going for the hand cannon, actually go for Kindled Orchid, because it's actually not a bad hand cannon. I used it in this lost sector. It's absolutely easy as hell to do it, and Rampage, it actually hasn't been nerfed that badly. It's still actually an okay perk to go for. But for the Nightmare, what's it called, Harpies, and the actual lost sector lost sector boss, don't worry about killing him with your pulse rifle or your SMG unless you really want to get that extra Vex kill in. But I wouldn't recommend that. I honestly recommend, if you actually want the final chest, go ahead and do that, but I don't recommend it. But if you want to, you know, I can't blame you. But if you just want to quickly get rid of this boss, use some like the Deathbringer. I honestly recommend the Deathbringer for any DPS scenario. Actually, one good way to complete the Vex offense is actually to use the Deathbringer. Because it is just amazing for DPS. I would actually put it better than the Two-Tailed Fox. Usually Two-Tailed Fox is absolutely badass for boss DPS. Or for any DPS really, but the Deathbringer is honestly the new best one to date. As you can see, I got so many of the Pulse Rifle and Vex kills. I would have had more of the Pulse Rifle or the SMG, but as you clearly saw, I was doing mix and match. But next time I come through here, I should either have my SMG or my Pulse Rifle. And like I said, with the Vex offense activity, you just go ahead and go to the Vex offense. You just complete it. You don't have to actually necessarily do the first 2 rounds. The first 2 rounds are just kind of extra rewards, because when I was with a bunch of randoms, okay, we actually failed the second round. We didn't actually get our chest from the second round, but we still managed to go to the final boss area, and we still got those, and we still got the final chest from that. You don't necessarily have to do the second round. You don't think you have to do both, but it's better if you do. And if you actually walk out of the Lost Sector and you find some Vex there, don't be afraid just to put them down, because they'll give you a few extra Vex kills. As they say, it is Vex kills from anywhere. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you. If I go into this Lost Sector again, I will actually go ahead and I will have my data seed, one of them at least, fully done. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and go straight out from my SMG. So the only kinetic one I have is actually the Exit Strategy. And like I said, it's actually not the worst SMG, but I wouldn't necessarily go for it. Honestly, if you're just playing Gambit and you're using the Recluse, or if you're just using any SMG that's actually like really good, if you're using any other good SMG and you just get it by, you know, random chance, go ahead and pick it up. I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't necessarily just, I wouldn't necessarily go for this thing, but if you get it, like I said, by random chance, yes, go ahead and go to the Drifter and pick it up, so that way it's not wasting a spot in your quest inventory. As you can see, I've already got my SMG the second I went in here, which is always nice. Now I'm gonna switch to my Bygones, and I should have my Bygones by the time I end this. Or if I don't have it by then, I should have a really nice amount of kills on it. But rangefinder on like I said, the weapons that I did showcase are some of the ones that I was using, and I honestly do approve of them. Bygones, of course. I mean, who the hell doesn't use a Bygone? I mean, if you don't use a Bygones in PvP, if you have not used it once, go ahead and use it. Like if you say Bygones is bad in PvP, what the hell are you doing? It is basically the last predictions or whatever pulse rifle from Lord Shaxx. It's basically his pulse rifle, but in kinetic form. And same with the Bygones and last predictions. The Bygones is basically, in the last prediction, is basically the energy version of a Bygone. You guys got the idea. But as you saw, I got my SMG. By the end of this, I should have my stuff. And actually, I do recommend the last predictions. If you don't have a energy, if you don't have a kinetic pulse rifle by some random chance, but you have the have an energy pulse rifle, the last predictions, go ahead and use it. I'm just saying, use these, or any pulse rifle that is 390 rounds per minute. Archetype, because 390 rounds per minute, because they are amazing at range. That way you don't have to worry about shooting in the face, really. Or if you have a Outlast, go ahead and use that, because it's one of the more powerful fast-firing pulse rifles. Like I said, I'm not actually going for the chest. I just want to kill this thing. As you see, the Deathbringer. Oh my jeebus! What the hell is wrong? Like this thing is on steroids. I'm just joking around, but yeah. Or if one of them are like really low on health, go ahead and just finish it off with whatever weapon you're trying to get. As you can see, I did get my pulse rifle. Now I just go ahead and run through here with an SMG. Or this thing. Which honestly, the Deathbringer is good for boss DPS, but it's good for clearing out a whole room full of ads too. It's good at clearing out a whole room. Actually, it's a badass way, I'm honest. So, as you can see, I got both of them completed up here. Now all I gotta do is do the Vex offense, and I get all 4 of the. And if you do the Vex offense, you're not only gonna get one of them at a time. You're gonna get all 4 of them every time, which is always nice. Like, who doesn't love it? Yeah, but no. So that is actually one of the quickest ways to get these Day of the Siege done. And like I said, like I kept saying in this video, the last offense activity, just go ahead and just run into the activity. I actually recommend running a Deathbringer rocket launcher, or if you don't have a Deathbringer, go for. But if you pre-ordered and got the Two-Tailed Fox, go ahead and use that. Just use something that's really good for boss DPS, so you can wreck that boss. You can actually wreck it in 2 damage phases, potentially 1 damage phase if you get lucky, of course. But I hope you guys have enjoyed me showing this potentially, and I hope you guys found it informative. If you did, please give a like. And if you want me to continue doing these easy ways, I'll try to find some easy way to do it, like some easier ways to do some of these activities. But I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, all y'all.